Goosebumps is rated GB7 because it may be too spooky for Goosebumps fans under 7.
Let's talk about those DVDs. Hello, Goosebumps fans. You know, I was watching Calling All Creeps, and it's time to talk about it, right? It really is time to talk about the DVDs when they first came out and what they're doing nowadays. So, when they first came out, we had all the ones that are different colorful colors as if it was 2003, 2006. Of course, Spongy can correct me and say which when the DVDs came out, but for me, I'm like, I don't know. Might be 2006, might be 2003. I don't know. All I can tell you is that there's just some of them that they had some weird ideas for. Very weird ideas. For some of them, they had covers. Others, they did not have covers. Instead, they had to just choose one. So for Trilogy, they decided to pick Monster Blood 3. Why? Apparently for Perfect School, they chose The Haunted School. Why? In the end of it all, what you really could have done, even though it's like it's a better choice than what you did, was just pick Tales That Gives You Goosebumps covers. Just pick those. I don't think it would be very, very horrible if you just chose those. Tell me, does anyone actually believe that it would have been horrible if they would have picked those? Technically, some of them did come from that book, so it actually might match. It's just weird that that's what you chose. And let me try to remember Monster Blood, because I have the Monster Blood one over here, but I don't think that actually was Monster Blood but related, was it? I don't think so. So it's weird that they decided to just give random ones random stuff, and it was okay, apparently. Yeah, no one complained about it, but it's just kind of weird where it's like, yeah, but there's many of them who actually will see the cover of it and be like, holy frick. And it's like, oh my gosh, The Haunted School. And then when they did, it's like, The Perfect School. What the fuck? This cover lied to me. Oh, it does say The Perfect School, but this cover, though, was The Haunted School. What the Of course, chances are they most likely read the back of it. Hopefully they read the back of it. So it really is kind of messed up. And plus the trilogy doesn't really help either, where it's like, well, they do have Monster Blood 3 on it. Monster Blood is technically it does have 3 books, 3 stories to tell. Of course, they could easily put it on DVD. And it's like, yeah, well, that's not what happened, man. That's not what happened. Not at all. That's not what happened. And it's like, yeah, they really needed to watch their step. So what did they learn in the future? In the future, they decided to make their own artwork for everything. And for ones that they don't have artwork for, they're just going to bundle it with some other episode. Just like that's just like in the good old days, especially with the VHS, where it's like they decided eventually to pair up one when they don't actually have a 2-parter. So Bride of Living Dummy got an old story, which was kind of sucky for me considering I never heard of the old story when I saw the VHS tape, but I wasn't going to torture myself by grabbing Bride of the Living Dummy. Hell no. So it's like, yeah, so I never got to actually see my favorite episode until it actually showed up on Cartoon Network, and then I continued watching it on YouTube until YouTube cracked down. But hey, I have it now, which is awesome, where it's like, yes, my favorite episode ever. Hell yeah. I do need to watch that video just to make sure I can get everything all checkmarked away, being like, oh yeah, it's my favorite episode ever. And I do have the book too, but I never read the book. I mean, never read the short story. I should. I really should. Maybe I'll do that for Halloween. Yes, I'll do it for Halloween. A book review that's very, very quick and easy to do, I think. But anyways, have a scary day, have a scary night.